Gentlemen, happy snow day. It's the commissioner. As you know, the poll for the draft style has concluded, and for 2022's Big Elephant Year 6, we are doing an NBA style lottery. And normally Zach and I would wait until March to get this show on the road. We figure it's a snow day. We have nothing to do. And I'm still a little scorned about the Bills lost to the Chiefs, so I need a little serotonin in my life. So here we are. We have the draft order ready to go for you. So here's how it works. For the players who finished in the top 8 in the 2021 season, you will have a pick between 9 and 16. We are not doing a snake draft this year. I have a little patch of empty hair right here. Calvin, I'm sorry, I shaved myself and I kind of fucked that up. But anyways, so if you finished in the top 8 in 2021, you will have a pick between 9 and 16 in 2022. For picks 9 to 16, it was a random draw. Just everybody had an equal shot to get picks 9 to 16. That's it. For the teams that finished in the bottom 8, you are guaranteed a pick between 1 and 8. For NBA lottery style, the lower you score, the more times your name was put in the hat. So for John, who finished in last, John had his name in the hat 8 times. Before John was Adam. Adam had his name in 7 times. Garrett had his name in 6 times. Max had his name, or Tony will be Max. His name was in 5 times. Corey had his name in 4 times. Matt Benedict had his name in 3 times. Couchy had his name in twice. And I, finishing in 9th, had my name in 1 time. So, again, 16 to 9 was a random draw. And then 8 to 1 was a random draw, but scaled off of where you finished. So, without further ado, gentlemen, let's get to it. Also, before we start, Zach FaceTimed in as we picked the names. I have proof of all of this. If you do not believe me, I'm happy to provide those videos too. Special shout out to Liz, who helped, because she's amazing and I love her. And she held the hat and pulled the names out. So it's totally non-biased. But I digress. Pick 16. In the 2000... and the envelopes have been sealed for confidentiality reasons and for non-tampering purposes. So, in the 2022 Big Elephant Year 6 draft, number 16 is Ned. Sorry, bud. I feel like Ned has... Actually, I think Ned has had the last pick in the draft 3 times, but he's also had the first pick in the draft twice. So, sorry. I come from a land down under. 16th. 15. Opening this. Hope you've all been having a nice snow day. We got about 3 feet of snow here in Vermont. With the 15th pick in the draft, Calvin. Weird that the top 2 finishing people have the bottom 2 picks, but that's not what happened on purpose. I don't make the rules. I do make the rules. But whatever. The 14th pick. With the 14th pick in the draft, Luke. 14th. Super Jamario Brothers at 14. Moving on to 13. Again, it's not that the bottom half of the picks don't matter, but we all know that we're really excited for the top 8 picks. So, with the 13th pick in the draft, 13th pick, Noah. Noah at number 13. Moving on to 12. Also, thank you for letting me do this with my blazer on, and I felt like it needed to be important. So with the 12th pick in the draft, Josh. Josh at 12. Moving on to number 11. Number 11, Brendan Burris. Brendan with the 11th pick in the draft. Number 10, we have the underdog himself. We have Alec at number 10. Love it. Love to see it. Which, for those of you playing at home who were wondering who was the last person to finish in the top 8 in 2021, that gives the reigning champion, Zach, at spot number 9. Again, not rigged. It's how the cookie crumbled, boys. But that's old news. We want the top 8 picks. Here we go. These are the top 8 picks in the draft. Names were put in the hat, and the frequency of the names was based off of where you finished last year. So, with the 8th pick in the draft, Matt Benedict at number 8. I gotta say, Matt Benedict at 8th. Matt only had his name put in 3 times. That's a tough break, Matt. Moving on to number 7. Pick number 7, Garrett. Garrett, I'm sorry. I know that you had your name put in a lot. What was it? 5 times? 6 times. That's how the cookie crumbles, Garrett. I'm sorry. Number 6. Our 6th pick. And this one was a shocker to me. 6th pick is John. The man with the most number of names, most number of times his name showed up in the hat, only came to the 6th pick. I'm sorry, buddy. Number 5. I don't, sealing the envelopes in retrospect was a bad idea. At number 5, Max, taking over for Tony. Max is at pick 5. Number 4. This is where it gets really interesting. Not that I know anything. These are sealed. Number 4, Adam. Adam, who finished second last, will have the 4th pick in the draft this year in 2022. Homeboy needs a running back. Hopefully he can get one. The number 3 pick. This is a long-ass video. Oh, my God. The number 3, the 3rd pick in the draft, goes to me. And I promise I did not orchestrate that. Liz literally picked my name 3rd. I only have my name in once. I guess it's a relationship thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that means we have 2 picks left in the draft. The last 2 picks being Couchy, who had his name put in twice, and Corey, who had his name in 4 times. So I'll open the number 1 pick. The number 1 pick going into 2022, the number 1 pick in the draft. Man, you guys get to watch me struggle with envelopes. Good Lord. The number 1 pick in the draft goes to Andrew Couchy. Andrew Couchy with the number 1 pick in the draft, leaving, just to verify, the number 2 pick in the draft, 2nd overall, to the man himself, Mr. Corey Jurniak. Boys, this is going to be a fun year. Go Bills.